Mike Owens here, joined today by Christine Ferea, who returns to action BKFC 65, facing Jade Masson-Wong. Christine, great to sit down and chat. How are things with you today?
Good to chat with you. Everything's going great. Just another day planning the demise of Jod.
Your first fight this year, how are your emotions ahead of your return?
Um, Finally, I'm just like finally get to fight. I've been training my butt off, so I get to put all that stuff to work. And I got with a really good coach at TMT, Otis, that's been really working um, on a lot of different things with me. And I think there's gonna be a lot of improvements for this next fight.
It must feel nice to not be facing Beck Rawlings again. I mean, that was kind of what dominated your 2023 with those back-to-back fights. Is it nice to train for a new opponent?
Absolutely. Yes, I do like
And
variety.
and give me your scouting report on your next opponent. What do you think she does well, and where do you think her areas you're looking to exploit?
She's young, she's tough. She has a strong right hand. She's resilient. She has a lot of good things, and she has a lot of holes in her game. So I plan to exploit the the holes, of course, and then hopefully make her look like she shouldn't be in there with me, like I do everybody else.
I don't mean to pry too much because I know you don't want to
Mm.
give away your game plan, but can you give us an idea of some of those holes that you potentially see?
Um, no.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
No problem. I have to ask. I have to ask. Okay, so what do you think? Flipping that question, what do you think are the advantages that you have over here?
Um, just a lot of experience. I have a lot of experience. I'm tougher than she has ever faced, and I'm harder hitting than she can imagine. Um, I know she's not getting that in training. The roughness and the crazy that I'm going to bring to her, and just the energy that I have, nobody can mimic that. So um, she'll be ready physically and mentally to a certain extent, but that will be easily broken down by me. I'm a different animal. I'm a different athlete, and a lot of people say that, but I truly am. And the energy I bring, well, it just breaks you down when you get in front of me. I just know how to dissolve someone's confidence and power and strengths.
UFC 305 is this weekend, a big time middleweight title fight going down. And we're happy to announce that Inside Fighting has once again partnered up with DraftKings to bring you guys an offer. Or right now, if you're a new DraftKings customer, you can go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, bet $5 on UFC 305, and you'll get $150 in bonus bets instantly using our promo code Inside Fighting.
What do you think a win and a fourth title defense of the BKFC flyweight title does for your legacy?
Um, you know, I'm just trying to wipe out the 125 division. So I wipe out everybody in the 125. Literally, I take that out. I go to 135, and then I go there and try to do the same. Um, when I leave in a few years, I just want to be a hard act to follow. I just want to be, have that crazy dominant energy that, you know, pushes the next generation, but also I want my name to live in history, and everybody talk about like, wow, no one matched her, no one can match her, no one, they're still trying to match her. Uh, Also, being the inspiration to people upping their game as an athlete, and the commitment, and not just being OnlyFans, and being a complete 100% athlete, and you can get the attention doing that. You don't have to do other things. You can just be an athlete, you know, not knocking anybody for what they do and how they make their money. And I know we all have to make our money, but we can just be, known as a phenomenal athlete.
I have to ask you about last Saturday's main event between Britain Hart
Mhm.
and Taylor Starling, two people who you've obviously spent time in the ring with. What did you make of that fight?
Oh, it was an awesome fight. Taylor Starling, brought it, and I thought I didn't think she would make it that far, honestly. I thought that Britain was gonna I thought she would TKO her late, maybe four.
Mm.
Taylor's improved a lot. I think 115 division is probably going to be, better for her. She looked good. She looked strong. She looked, great. Britain dominated as I thought she would. She has the experience and for the world titles and knows how to deal with the pressure a little bit more. And I feel like Britain really works on her boxing and has the IQ, the boxing IQ plus has fighter in her. So when you mix those two together, it's kind of hard to stop.
Do you have interest in facing either of those again? I mean, I know that you've
No,
beat them. You have no interest,
no,
no?
zero. I told Britain if she finished her faster than me, I'd give her a rematch, but that didn't happen.
Would you ever have interest? You mentioned going up to bantamweight, but would you ever have interest in going down to strawweight? Is that a possibility?
No, I would die.
I So you defend this belt, it'll be your fourth defense. What do you feel is left for you in the sport?
Champ.
Joe?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try 135 division as well. See how, I fare, there's weight classes for a reason, so I've never gone that high. Um, we'll see if I can do it. I think I'll be good though. I think I'll have a lot more power. Camps will be a lot funner. I might actually be able to enjoy a little bit of it. I don't like to enjoy anything in camp too much because,
Hmm.
the more you suffer, the better you do in that fight. That's just the name of the game. Um, I just think that I'll have a lot more energy, more explosiveness, more endurance, more cardio, more speed at 135.
Is that a move that you plan to make after this
I'm
fight?
trying. Yeah, I'm trying. I've been speaking about it for a while, so it'll come into fruition. See how I do in this fight and what happens.
At this stage of your career, is there one fight that you want left, or a fight that you're still chasing that you say when it's all said and done, that's the one that I need to tick off before I retire?
Um, I wanted, someone like, you know, the best of the best out there, like a cyborg, known for her power and I mean just complete dominance, or Amanda Serrano, someone like that I can really test myself against and like the odds are against me, like
Hmm.
100%. So just something like that, I would love. Like these fights are always tough. Like, the girls in BKFC tough as hell, good, but the odds are like if we go to the betting odds, I'm going to be plus some crazy number.
Hmm.
You know, if it comes to a Cyborg or a Serrano or Katie Taylor or people like that, it's going to be a lot different on the odds. And I know that. That's just that's super high level, and that's just something I want to test myself before I go.
Is that when you say that, is that in professional boxing or in the BKFC ring?
BKFC, yeah.
What do you think the likelihood of a Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, or Cris Cyborg signing to face you in the
Well,
BKFC
you
ring?
never know. I mean, look what's going on in combat sports.
Hmm.
You just never know. I don't know. Amanda, has she gotten a little comfortable on her money? I think so. I think, she's okay. She's like, oh, I don't have to, she was doing MMA, boxing. She was that fighter that did everything, but she was hungry, super hungry. I don't think she's as hungry as that anymore. Cris Cyborg, I mean, there was an offer there. She declined it. So, um, Katie Taylor, I don't know. I don't know her like that. I like respect her, and I think highly of her. Um, I don't know how she is in that way, but combat sports is so crazy now, and everybody's crossing over and doing big money fights and stuff like that. I just need I need some better, bigger viral fights, and I think I can get their attention a little bit.
You used the word money fight there, which brings me on to my next subject, because it feels like when people are talking about BKFC, they're talking a lot about the new owner, the new boss, Conor McGregor. Have you had time to speak to the new boss yet at all?
Yeah. Um, I think David Feldman is always going to be my boss.
I agree.
Connor is definitely my boss now too. Um, I I hit him up in it when he was in Sturgis. I was like, man, I wish I was there with you guys, and he responded back. So I spoke. He came to my Beck Rawlings fight, and I got to speak to him a little bit. It's through passing and so many people around, so not like really one-on-one or anything like that. I'm sure I'll be able to talk to him soon. I'm super excited. I'm His energy and his just how smart he is and how he knows how to market is really going to help the company. I love BKFC. I love bare knuckle. I love, you know, how much it's grown. I have a passion for it, true passion, and I want the best for the company, for bare knuckle as a whole, everywhere. So it's amazing he's here, and I'm glad he's taken interest in it, and he's giving bare knuckle a chance, and he's putting in his efforts, and I could really see that he's he's invested. I could tell. So it's awesome to see, and I think the biggest name in the world is backing BKFC.
What's the biggest thing that you can gain from the Conor McGregor BKFC partnership as one of the world champions and one of the faces? Is there anything specific that you feel like you get out of that relationship?
I think just exposure. That's what we need as fighters. We need exposure, and a lot more people are going to be interested in bare knuckle and take us a little bit more seriously, and not just think we're just some crazy fighters that go in there and don't know what we're doing. So I think that he's legitimizing things more. David Feldman has made some very good moves, from bringing the certain people in he has at certain times, and he's doing it. He's doing it right. He's doing it perfect, and I think it just brings more eyes to me, and hopefully Connor likes me.
Do you think he ever plans to step in the actual ring? There's been talks of him and Mike. Do you think we ever see that happen?
Maybe. I think he'll want to try it. He's crazy. So I think he would actually want to try a bare knuckle fight. But you never know. I don't know. And I think he would do phenomenal. He has crazy power, crazy speed, crazy precision, crazy timing, and that's what this sport is.
100%. Well, last question from me, and thank you so much for the time. I'd like to know, in a perfect world, how do you envisage fight day going? I'd like to know if you could give me a walkthrough of the perfect fight day from when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night.
Wake up feeling strong, confident, eat my food, get a gallon and a half of water in, by myself, sleeping on and off all day, walk into that arena about 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, get ready, fight in an hour, hour and a half, warm up, walk out, start landing and start landing my punches, breaking her down. When she sees that speed, when she feels that there's power in my left hand as much as there is in my right, and I see that fear in her eyes and the doubt, and I get to set up my knockout with I'm pretty sure it's going to be an uppercut. She likes to come in all crazy with the overhand, right? So I'll give that secret away. It's going to be with the uppercut for sure.
I love it. Well, Christine, thank you so much for the time. Great to see you back in action, and wish you the best of luck for the next fight.
Thank you, sir.